Hello everyone, it's Nadine here. I thought today I would show you a few little things that I use my pendulum for, and I use it as an addition to my tarot cards sometimes. And for example, let's say you have a question where you've split the deck into 3 piles, you'd be able to use a pendulum to determine which pile you'd like to use. So I know that for me, going from front to back is yes, and from side to side is no, so you'd be able to use it to determine which pile to use. So that one's given me a front to back. So let's look at the next one. That one's side to side. And that one is also a side to side. So that one shows me that to use the first pile out of the 3 that I've chosen. Another book that I'd like to show you is this one, which is really interesting. It's the Pendulum Charts by Dale W. Olson. And it's got a list of all the charts at the back, so you can't see it so well here, but for example, you've got a master chart, you've got one that shows you time, and then the yes and no percentages. So I'll just show you the one on time quickly, which is on page 4. That's what that one looks like. So it helps you with different questions. If you're looking at some kind of remedies, it shows you how often to take it. The master chart is probably the most useful one in this book. But I feel that if you do find a book on pendulums, that you've got to kind of be realistic enough to know what you feel okay to use or not. So the other thing with my pendulum that I like to do is to find out when I feel negative energies around me. I would use that in a reading, a tarot reading, and it just basically confirms it for me if that is how I feel. Sometimes I get a gut instinct of negative energies, and it can affect the reading somehow, if it's whether it's just a vibe that I'm picking up from people, or if it's just to confirm that the answer to the question is more negative than otherwise. So I hope that's helped a little bit. The other thing you could do as well is to look at choosing which deck to use, if that's what you wanted to use your pendulum for. The other thing I wanted to add is sometimes people wonder, how does a pendulum work? And there's, for me, 2 kind of ways that it could work. It could either be as an extension of your intuition or your subconscious, which I like to think of it that way. You could also look at it as being some kind of help from your spirit guide or an angel, if that's how you feel. I think either of these could be okay, and it's totally up to you as an individual how you feel this all works. I hope that's helped.